2020 is so scary, even the horror movies have legged it. Aloha everyone, welcome back to another horror movies video where we're going to be breaking down all the new confirmed release dates for what should have been our 2020 lineup. As we all know, the current circumstances have significantly set back the film and television industry in terms of release dates, and some of the most anticipated films of the year have now been pushed to 2021, with some rumoured for 2022 and some left without new release dates as of yet. So I'm going to try and keep this brief and just mainly focus on the release dates without ranting about something. So if you want my more comprehensive thoughts on these releases and other ones, I will link my original video up in the card and at the end if you're interested. The film festival Diamond Saint Maud was sadly pulled from its 17th of July release date recently, with no other date being announced as of yet. Surely with how well this film did in the festival scene, it is not going to get shunted to an online release and just kind of be forgotten about. Come on now, please. When 2020 horror films were released, Scott Cooper's Antlers was one of the most buzzed about films of the year. It almost formed a wee cult following as soon as the trailer dropped. Well, it looks like there is actually some good news. It will be released, but it is going to be released online through San Diego Comic-Con, and I believe that is scheduled for the 25th of July. As of yet, there's no confirmation as to how broad the online release is going to be, how many people can access it, and how we would do that from different places in the world, but at least it's something. I definitely want to keep an eye out for updates on this one. I'll probably leave it in a pinned comment or on Twitter or Instagram or something like that if I find anything. Likewise, if you do, feel free to come back and comment on this video because I really want to see it. The Empty Man, based on the graphic novel by the same name, has not budged from its original release date. As it stands, it is still set to release on the 7th of August, but there's plenty of time for that to change. We can keep our fingers crossed. Next up we have Lionsgate, who has scheduled the release of their film Antebellum to still release in 2020 with a set date of the 20th of August for now. Bit of a similar situation with The Quiet Place Part 2. There's not a massive jump in terms of its original release date to the new one, but as this is going to be around the time where things are just starting to open up again, we just need to hope the audiences will be as eager to go and see films as they would have been. The New Mutants. Here is a film that cannot catch a damn break. Originally it was supposed to be April 2018, and then it was February 2019, and then it was April 2020, and now, drum roll please, we should be seeing it on the 28th of August. If you're interested though in all things New Mutants related, I reacted to the new trailer and I talked about all my thoughts and feelings about the upcoming film. I will link it in the card there. It will be in the horror movies playlist that is at the end, so if you're interested and want to know more, feel free to dive in. Next up we have John Krasinski's film, basically the same thing at this point, The Quiet Place Part 2. Originally this was supposed to release on the 20th of March, but it has since been moved to the 4th of September. So again, not a massive hold up, we just need to hope that the turnout's going to be the same. This is one of the horror films that I'm not really concerned about though. The first film has such a strong audience and such a strong following that I believe people are going to be there to support the second film regardless. And for more about The Quiet Place Part 2, I will link its video up there. My god, I've been cranking out the horror content recently. I love it. I love my horror. Gimme. The Conjuring 3. The Conjuring 3. What the f is happening with The Conjuring 3? Apparently we're still getting it on the 11th of September, but there is no trailer to be found, no teasers to be had, and no information from set, no formal photography, nil pois. So based on all that, I would say it's slim pickings. I would say there's not a chance in hell, excuse the pun. But, you know, it's what they're saying. So we'll go with the 11th of September for now. Bet you the day after I film this they drop a freaking trailer.
Last minute update. As I'm editing this 8 hours ago, the director of The Conjuring 3, Michael Chaves, officially confirmed that the film, formerly titled The Conjuring 3 The Devil Made Me Do It, will be postponed until 2021. In a statement he said, "Our theatrical release has been pushed back to the hopefully bright but distant future of June 4th, 2021, which I appreciate, it's my birthday month, thank you." He also addressed the frustration and angst that some fans might feel by the delay, and he understands that, but he said that knowing stuff is coming gives a sense of stability for a very unstable world. In that same statement, he also addressed fans' requests for a trailer, and he said, "I do hear you guys. When you ask for a trailer, I'm not personally holding it on my computer waiting to release it. It's all part of the marketing campaign planned by the absolutely brilliant team at WB, meaning Warner Brothers. My guess is the whole marketing campaign will be shunted to fit the new release date of June 4th, 2021, so it means that we're not going to be seeing the trailer really anytime soon, I wouldn't expect, but at least we have new information and we have a little bit of clarity on this film, finally."
On another positive note, Candyman is back and he's here to get us hooked on the 16th of October. I mean, we've already been waiting nearly 30 years for this film, so what is a few months more? Marvel's Morbius has been rescheduled to the 19th of March 2021, which, to be honest, doesn't really bother me that much considering we got the whole freaking movie in the trailer. More on that in the card. Okay, this hurts me. Last Night in Soho has been moved by Edgar Wright to the 23rd of April 2021 as far as we know, but going by his success rate in creating extremely watchable and rewatchable films, I feel like people would, you know, he could give a release date for 2042 and people would still be like, "Okay, Edgar, I'll be there, son." His movies speak for themselves, his talent speaks for itself. People are going to be there for this film regardless of when it's released, let us be real. Am I still gutted that it's not this year? Yes. Am I going to be overly dramatic about it? Yes, but not right now. Spiral, aka Saw 9, has been pushed way back to the 21st of May 2021, almost exactly a year after it was supposed to originally hit screens. So I'm sorry, gore fans, you're just gonna have to wait and bide your time with the other 8 Saw films that you conveniently have in your repertoire. Again, I was gonna say I'm sure you'll live, but with this one in particular, that is just too strong a pun, I can't. The curtain call movie for the Purge franchise, The Forever Purge, is another film that's been pushed to 2021, on the 9th of July to be precise. A bit of an ambitious summer release date in my opinion for what is effectively now quite a predictable franchise. I'd have probably pegged it to be exiled into like the early months, like the first quarter, but we'll see. Not to say that we don't get good films in the early months, sometimes we do. The Invisible Man, case in point. Thank you, moving on. Next up, as I covered in a full video, Halloween Kills has officially been moved to the 15th of October next year, with Halloween Ends subsequently being moved to October of 2022. This is probably the most comprehensive information that we've gotten from a film that's had its release date revised. I just really liked how they handled it. It was very much appreciated. Well done, boys! Second last, but by no means least, we have The Witches, the horror adaptation of Roald Dahl's original, more light-hearted, childlike tale, has been given the ominous update of some point in 2021. How detailed. Love it. And to round out the list, James Wan has officially moved his horror movie Malignant to an unknown release date as of the day that I'm filming this video, which, to be honest, I'm not mad at. Yoda, take all the time you need, my friend. There is so much horror pedigree behind that film that you could literally push it to 2025 and I would still be buzzing. Alrighty, that is everything. That is all the updates that we have as of the day that I'm filming this video. Of course, I do know that things can change really quickly, especially in this kind of time and in these circumstances, so if there have been changes and updates between when I'm filming this, when I edit it and when it goes up, I'm really sorry. I will get an I will have an adapted version of this video going up if there are any changes, or if it's just for a couple, I'll probably just do a really quick snippet video, maybe just an extra thing, just highlighting where the differences are and giving new release dates for those films. So that way there was just so much information floating around, so many release dates being talked about, I just wanted to compile everything and put it in one place for people to find. So horror fam, I've got your back, don't panic. But that's everything that I have for now. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for giving the video the time. I genuinely do really appreciate it. Up there I'm going to link my horror movies playlist, and down there I'm going to put something else that will give you a wee giggle. Links to my social medias down in the description if you want to follow me. And of course subscribe for more videos from me if you love horror, comedy, film in general. We got all that here. We would be happy to have you. But other than that, much love you guys, stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you very soon. Bye!